I met these two at Overland Park where Blue Valley Hilltop is right now. That used to be a church called First Family Church, and we went to private school there when we were in like kindergarten, first grade. So that's where I met these two. Then I met Malik at 6th grade at Overland Trail Middle School, and we'd always just bump heads with each other at track meets. I wasn't really fast, they were, wasn't my thing, but it's been cool because we've just only gotten closer over the years, especially while I've been here.
Sae and I, we have an older brother. He went to school here at KU and graduated in 2017. Sae and I being so young and seeing him do really well at KU, we just thought that if our brother's doing well, we can go do that too.
I grew up coming up to Mass Street, going up to basketball games, so that was always kind of the back of mind, but just being kind of in-state, was able to get some scholarships to go here. So that was the best choice for me, and it's turned out pretty well.
I could say the same thing. I grew up watching the Jayhawks play, and it was really, really easy coming here. I mean, it was always close to home, a good amount of scholarships, so it really made it easy.
We had the opportunity to run track here for 3 years, and that was a big part in our decision to come to KU, so definitely academics and athletics.
Here on campus, I'm a Phi Kappa Psi. I also serve as the IFC president, and I'm also in the Multicultural Business Scholar program with all these guys. I can say all those programs I've named have really kind of brought me to where I am today.
Came in through the business leadership program and then the Multicultural Business Scholars program that we're all in. That kind of led me to Finance Scholars program, which has been a great help.
Like I said earlier, I mean, me and Tae-Vheon, we both ran track here for 3 years. We're also in a fraternity called Beta Theta Pi. We're involved in the E-Club, so internship club, several other student government programs like Student Senate as well.
Yeah, I'm in all the programs that Sae's in too, but I'm also in Rock Talk Review, which is the biggest student-led charity here at KU, and I serve as business manager on that program. And I love telling other students this. It's like, know that you deserve to be in the spot you want to be in. Just because you don't see someone who's like you in that spot doesn't mean you don't have to be in that spot. And that's been putting me through, that's helped me out through a lot of stuff this past few years. Just knowing that if I don't see someone who's like me, that doesn't mean I can't be there. That means that I have to be the one to be there.
So everything I do, I just make sure I kind of do it with like a lot of respect and like to make sure that I know that I'm like trailblazing for the next kids who are probably going to be in my shoes one day as well.
I think that's the biggest thing for me, just knowing how much my mom sacrificed and how much she's done to put me in the position is just kind of seizing every opportunity to make it easier, and then hopefully down the road can pay it all back.
We all had different paths to getting our acquisitions at our respective banks, but I can go ahead and talk about mine first. I actually applied for a program at Bank of America called the Early Insights Program. And so I went through like a 2 months process talking to Bank of America bankers, going through programs, learning about the bank. And so everyone who got inside the program, we all got shifted towards a super day, so interview automatically. There's around 50 of us, and they could only accept around 15 people. And so I got accepted into the super day program, and then interview happened, and that's the history.
I had a first round with Deutsche with their LA and New York. I kind of knew I wanted to be in New York, narrowed it down to New York. Super Day went well, was able to get an offer. And then with the Morgan Stanley Insight program, I got a Super Day with that, had an offer, both exploding after talking to my advisor and just kind of people I'd talked through. Kind of decided that investment banking would open the most doors for me and would be the best place to build a rewarding career, so decided to go with that.
I received a Wells Fargo diversity scholarship from them, and that was a huge reason why I also was very attracted to Wells Fargo, just knowing that not only do I have a job, but also I'm getting a scholarship for next year too. For me, my background, it's really big for my family, and coming from the financial aspect and just knowing that my mom and my parents have to really worry about too much spending in terms of my college expenses. So that was awesome for us to have the opportunity.
This summer, I'm moving to New York with these guys. I'm working at UBS in their Global Wealth Management department. I'm very excited. I haven't gotten placed yet, but I'm really just kind of going there ready for the opportunity.
I've never been to New York, but I love big cities. So I'm definitely excited, especially in the town with these two.
At Wells Fargo for investment banking, there's 2 people, not 3 including me, I guess, who work there. One, it's a lady down in Houston working on their energy and renewable energy group, and then also one in Charlotte working in industrials. And the guy in Charlotte, he was a beta here at KU too. And, he called me, he was like, I really wanted to reach out to you and let you know the job will be very hard, but I'm very proud of you because we're the pipeline for, future Jayhawks. And just knowing that and knowing that he believes that too, and him reaching out to me, that I will one day reach out to another student who wants to be at Wells Fargo, will be at Wells Fargo as well. So it's that pipeline of if you're there, help someone else get there too, and if you're not there, help other students get there. And I love it. It's awesome.
I think that's one thing people underestimate is how big the KU connection is. Like, you could really call up a KU alum anywhere, and they're gonna hop on the phone with you just based on the fact that you're going to KU and interested in doing what they're doing.
I'm just soaking up every opportunity I can get. I mean, Sae and I, we talk about this quite often, but mom and dad didn't go to college. Mom's from, a whole different country, and dad grew up in Kansas City in a single family household. And just knowing that background and knowing that where we're from and what we're doing this summer and how far we've come, it's just phenomenal. Just knowing that we not only can impact KU, but also our family and future Jayhawks and future students who are wanting to pursue a career like us.
At the end of the day, we know we made our parents proud.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about any new opportunity. I get to call my mom up. Hey, I just got this. That mom hypes me up a ton.
I send her the screenshot of this email.
Yeah, I'll send her this offer. I'll send her that, and then hop on the phone with her after anything major like that.
My mom always told me freshman year that you can do it. Your older brother did it, so he's an example, a living example of that, what you can do. And so I think us going to Wall Street proves so much, and I'm excited. I think making my mom happy means the most to me. I remember my first call her until I got the internship offer. She cried on the phone. It felt so good just to hear her excitement. Tears of joy, of course. She was just so excited about it, and I know that I have so much more to prove to her, and so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I just said this too, but like our job offers, like what we're doing this summer, it's really great for us personally, but it's even bigger for the university and our families, and it's just more than success for us individually. It's way bigger than that. It's bigger than me and bigger than you guys.